active military and all veterans who please salute the flag. Presenting the colors for the national anthem tonight near third base, please welcome the Newenberg High School Air Force JROTC. You will notice that the stadium flag flies at half-staff tonight in memory of life lost yesterday, May 24th, 2022, at Robb Elementary School in support of the grieving families and community of Uvalde, Texas. At this time, we would ask that you would all please join us in a moment of silence in memory of those who lost their lives at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. And now please welcome the Exeter Junior High School Chorus who will perform our national anthem.
Well, let's play ball here in Reading, Pennsylvania as your Fightin' Phils get ready to take on the Binghamton Rumble Ponies here at America's Classic Ballpark. Game 2 of the 6-game set. Reading fell in extra innings yesterday to Binghamton 4-3. As the Rumble Ponies were able to score a run in the top half, and Reading couldn't get one across in the bottom half, but they come back fresh start today. A chance to even the series as they will have Eric Miller on the mound starting for the Fightin' Phils tonight. He'll be throwing to Logan O'Hoppy. Aldrum Corridor out and left. Mickey Moniak in his Major League rehab assignment here for the second game will be in center field, and Jack Conley will get the start in right. Ali Castillo over in the hot corner, Guzman and Mignetti, the middle infielders, and who but Josh Akami over at first base. Joe Young Kim, the home plate umpire, calling the balls and strikes out at third base. Tom Fornarola, and manning the first base territory, Matt Carleone. That's your umpire crew here tonight as Miller gets in his warm-up pitches. Reading wearing their Fightin' Cancer jerseys here on Fightin' Cancer Night in support of the Darren Dalton Foundation, which provides financial aid for malignant primary brain tumors. Of course, Darren Dalton passed away from that himself. Most recently, David West, a couple of the Phillies, so we'll get into that in a little bit. Dan Baker, the Phillies PA announcer, out as well today, a cancer survivor himself, in support of the Darren Dalton Foundation here at the ballpark as well. So looking forward to today's contest. We're so lucky. We have such great weather here today. A good crowd at FirstEnergy Stadium, as it is currently 72 degrees, your game time temperature. The wind 7 miles per hour. Right now it's blowing significantly right to left. I wouldn't say that it's out of the ballpark at all, but could impact the righty batters today. So we will see how that goes as Binghamton's going to send up Wyatt Young to lead it off for the second time this series. Francisco Alvarez in the number 2 spot, and Brett Beatty making his series debut in the 3-hole. Luke Ritter, the cleanup hitter, Carlos Cortez and Quinn Brody 5 and 6, and then Hayden Sanger, Jeremy Vasquez, and Zach Ashford 7 through 9. The lefty Eric Miller, glove at the waist, takes a big kick and fires home. A first pitch called strike inside. Coming in at 6:49, a couple of minutes late here Gotta get all our celebrations in today. Sharply hit ground ball to the third base side. Castillo playing in. Makes a quick throw over to Akami, and there is out number 1. Here's Francisco Alvarez. Yesterday went 0 for 4 in the contest with a walk. There's a first pitch ball. Miller has typically come out of the gate with 2, maybe 3 innings, somewhere between 30 and 40 pitches. Manager Sean William usually allows him. Now, his last appearance was out of the bullpen, so we'll see how long he gets today. They're kind of trying to decide where he fits best, and he can honestly play both positions, which is pretty rare, as the 2-0 is grounded down to third. Deep in the hole, Castillo fires a good pick by Akami, and they get him. Back-to-back groundouts to the third baseman. Couldn't have been more different hit balls. And there are 2 outs quickly for Eric Miller as Brett Beatty makes his series debut. Beatty, a very high prospect for the Mets. Not sure why he didn't play yesterday. They've got the first 3 prospects for the Mets. So Francisco Alvarez, who just grounded out. Brett Beatty, who's number 2. And Ronnie Mauricio, who was not in the lineup today, is number 3. So isn't that pretty crazy for Binghamton to start off the contest? Though they are in last place in the Eastern League, 13 and 26 on the season. Reading just a little bit ahead of them, 17 and 23. No balls and 2 strikes here to Beatty. Lefty on lefty matchup as the southpaw kicks and fires outside. 1-2 the count. He got 2 quick outs, trying to work through the first inning with as little as offerings as possible. Something that might allow him to get to the third inning, but I think Sean is thinking just 2 today. He checked his swing. Did he go around? And he does. So that'll do it. Eric Miller picks up a big 1-2-3 frame to start off the top half. And Reading has the opportunity to get on the board first here in the bottom half. So we'll be right back at America's Classic Ballpark. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has BOGEYS Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and BOGEYS Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit BOGEYS Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Well, I have to agree with all my commenters on YouTube here, Matt and Thad. We are off to a good start. Eric Miller sat down the side in order, so Reading has an opportunity to get on the board here first, as Mickey Moniak is going to be leading us off here. His second day of rehabbing with us here in Reading yesterday. He got 2 hits and played 9 innings in center field. Said he's feeling good, said he's feeling healthy. So we'll see what he brings today, as the righty David Griffin comes home. 92-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs. Takes a swinging strike. Moniak had 3 games in Clearwater. puts this ball sky high. Brett Beatty, the third baseman, coming over in foul territory, but it ends up in the 67 club, and Moniac's down 0-2. Here is Moniac with the ball, so the count is 1-2. He waits for the offering, which comes upstairs. Two balls, two strikes. He's worked his way back and shoots this one up in shallow right center field. The second baseman, Ritter, backing up. He makes the catch. And there is out number one. Good time to go over the defensive position. So Ritter is the second baseman. Vasquez is at first. On the other side of the infield, Brett Beatty making his start at the hot corner. And Wyatt Young at short. Hayden Sanger back behind the plate today after starting the designated hitter yesterday. Carlos Cortez in left. Quinn Brody in center. And Zach Ashford in right. First pitch. For strike. Up the middle goes Ali Castillo, and it gets over Ritter's head. He has been on quite a tear, Ali, as he's batting .356 in his last 10 games, only second to Logan O'Hoppe. As Reading gets a runner on with one out, here is Aldrim Corridor. Pitch clock stuff going on here at the ballpark that I got to settle, but let's get this moving here in the bottom of the first half. Ali Castillo shuffles off after getting a base knock here for Reading. There's one out on the board, and Aldrim Corridor steps in the lefty batter's box. Like I said, Castillo has been looking really good as of late, just finding his rhythm, especially defensively as well. Griffin gives him a look over to first, and Corridor bumps it back, a ball and two strikes. Now, I would not be surprised if we saw a little bit more aggressive base running in this series, as the Phillies' base running coordinator is here with the team this week. They were practicing taking leads earlier in infield, outfield, practicing the timing as Griffin comes over to first. Castillo able to get back in time, and he's over there at first right now, the first base coach. Griffin comes home, and Corridor bumps it foul. There's one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Reading has a runner on, and just one out. Castillo shuffles off the bag at first. The pitch gets away from Sanger, but not too far. And Castillo stays at first. Shuffles over. Corridor with a 2-2 count here. Fouls it back. We'll go again. Gary Cathcart, the Phillies minor league base running coach, subbing in for Mike Jones down the first base line. Shuffling off the bag is Castillo. Now he's going. Corridor sends this into center field. It's going to be playable for Brody. And the hit and run didn't quite work out so well as it's a fly out for Aldrum. And here is a runner on with two outs for Logan O'Hoppe. Ohapi has been very powerful for Reading these past couple days, but I think today might be the most powerful of them all, representing his dad here on Fightin' Cancer Night, Michael Ohapi, who is a cancer survivor, wearing pops on the back of his jersey because that is what Logan calls him. And a really special moment here between father and son today as Ohapi steps in the righty batter's box. He takes the first pitch ball. Tie score, bottom of the first. Reading has a runner on with 2 outs. The throw down by Singer over to first is very close. Castillo quite off the bag. Griffin comes set at the chest. Here's the 2-0 to Logan. It's at the knees this time. In for a strike. Castillo got a single to get on first. He's thought about going to second a couple times, but he hasn't been able to get there as Ohapi takes a ball number 3. 3-1 the count here. Logan trying to make something happen here. Reading looking forward to getting on the board first. Yesterday they had to play from behind until the 6th inning, and then it was tied. But haven't had a lot of opportunities to score early in the game, and I think that's something that they've been fighting against this season, always playing from behind. And the times when they've been able to hit from the start, they've been able to continue it the whole game. A hard hit fly ball. It's shallow enough, coming over and diving to make the catch is Ashford, and that is in fair territory. It'll end the inning. Reading will strand a runner on as we go into the second here, scoreless at America's Classic Ballpark.
Hey kids, screwball sent to the Albright College mascot autograph booth in Cowboy Blue Cross Farmland. Head to Farmland now. Meet Screwball. White Star Travel Center is the official sponsor of Fightin' Phil's group outings. It's time to welcome the next groups. Thanks to White Star Travel Center, group travel specialists. Take a look at the left field ribbon board and get to cheer when you hear your name. Tonight's groups are Alvarito, American Association for Cancer Research, and Keaton Education Association. Youth League. Capital Blue Cross, Coach Bob Lee, Daniel Boone Teachers Union, Barry Dalton Foundation, Anytime, Exeter Junior High School Courts, Ogden Courts of Pennsylvania, Federal Courts, Fighting for Alex, IWCO Group, JL Building Courts, Malmont Farming, McCarty Stroh, Bloomberg High School Air Force JROTC, Paul's Peaks, Penn State Children's Hospital, Penn State Health, Plumbers Union Local number 690, Railroad House, Rickenbach, Richard's Crew, Riverfront Federal Credit Union VIP Club, Savage Autograph, Strategic Systems, String Crew, Team Pilot, Temple University Health Systems, in memory of Donald Umbenhauer, Bryce Family. You got this, Lynn. Happy 50th birthday back.
Scoreless first on either side. Reading did get a hit in Ali Castillo, but they stranded him on. So into the top of the second we go. Eric Miller back out for another inning of work. Miller needed just 8 pitches to get out of the first, which is very efficient. So we'll see what he can do here as he sees the cleanup hitter, though there's nobody on, Luke Ritter, Carlos Cortez, and Quinn Brody. Has him to 2 strikes already here. Solid way to start it off. Miller trying to keep his team in this game as long as he possibly can and have them an opportunity for run support. Ali Castillo dives for it. What a throw to first. Man, that's why they call it the hot corner. He's been getting all the action over there tonight. Sharp ground ball for out number 1. And here is Carlos Cortez. Cortez and the next batter, Quinn Brody, joined the team from AAA last week. So yesterday was both their first nights playing here. Cortez had a double and Brody had a single. So they both went 1 for 4 in the contest. Cortez, a lefty batter, takes back-to-back strikes here from Eric Miller, working quickly. Batted 168 in AAA with 18 hits, as Miller misses his spot just a little bit outside. Infield has a little bit of shift. Of course, you have to keep 2 fielders to the right of second and 2 to the left. Eric gets Carlos to chase down and away, his second strikeout of the game, and out number 2 of the second here for Quinn Brody. Brody, another lefty batter. So talking about kind of the rules here of AA, one of them is that no shift rule. So 2 infielders to the left, 2 infielders to the right, and everybody has to be in the infield dirt. Nobody can be back on that outfield grass, as Miller misses high and away, ball number 1. Also, we have moved to the bigger bases, so 17 inches to 19 inches. That's supposed to help with stealing bases 1, ground ball right side. Mignetti on the run, makes the play, and Miller another 1-2-3 frame. 2 ground outs and a strikeout. It's the exact same as the first almost. As we head into the bottom of the second, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some Reading Fightin' Phil's offense.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org. Click Local Coalitions.
Well, Eric Miller has been brilliant through 2 here, as his team is right back up to bat. It'll be Josh Shakami, Vito Freesia, and Jack Conley. Now, Reading already had a hit in the first, but they couldn't get a run across. So we'll see if they can take the lead here as Akami lines this up the right side. It just bumps foul. Trying to get some run support for Eric Miller. In 2 innings of work, Miller threw just 17 pitches, so there's nobody in the bullpen. He's thrown as many as 42, but that was in a relief appearance as Akami takes a pitch outside. So I'm not sure how long we're going to see him in, but pretty efficient, I think. Sean's going to give him the third. Akami ground ball right side. Ritter double pumps over to first, and there is out number 1. Here's Vito Freesia. Vito had the day off yesterday, so coming in with a little extra power maybe today. We'll have to see. Designated hitter in tonight's contest. He makes his marks before stepping in the batter's box. I asked him what he's doing. He said, I don't know. I just have always done that, so I just continue to do it. Some people tap their bat over the plate. He taps his in the dirt. And he steps in and takes the first pitch ball. Wind pushing out of the park now. Freesia bumps it back into the net behind home plate, and the count evens 1-1. Shadows starting to creep over from the left side right now. Nothing, I don't think that would impact play. They do have the lights on just in case, as Freesia holds off on a pitch inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Freesia pumps this one foul as well into the stands. You can hear it hit off the back of a seat. And the count moves to 2-2. Scoreless here in the bottom of the second at America's Classic Ballpark on Fightin' Cancer Night. There's 1 out. Griffin, a big wind-up. Freesia takes this out to shallow center field. Brody on the run-in calls off the right fielder and makes the catch for out number 2. Redding wearing home white pants and the Fightin' Cancer jersey tops. The lettering is red. It says Fightin' Cancer on the front. And then the sleeves are all with the cancer loops, a different color, that crisscross sign. So everybody's got different names on the back honoring their specific member of the crowd or in memory of them, and they'll sign the jerseys and meet with the fans after the game as Jack Conley takes a first pitch strike. Now he holds off on a ball down and away. Binghamton in their navy blue tops, road gray pants, and red caps with the Rumble Pony horse on the front. Here's the 1-1 in for a strike at the knees. Soft speed goes Griffin. 1-2. 2 outs here. Bottom of the second, scoreless at the ballpark. And Jack strikes out swinging, so that'll do it here. The Fightin' Phils sat down in order as we go into the top of the third. Still scoreless here at the ballpark, and Eric Miller going to get another inning of work in just a second.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Hayden Singer is going to lead off here in the top of the third. It'll be Sanger, Vasquez, and Ashford, the 7 through 9. Miller has sat down every batter he's seen. Actually, he's gotten 2 groundouts and a strikeout for each inning as Sanger fouls this one back for strike number 1. Yesterday, he was the designated hitter. He had a 2-run home run in the second. That started off the scoring for Binghamton. Miller looking to not allow that to happen here. He gets a pop-up. It's going to stay in the infield. Akami comes in, and he makes the catch behind the mound for out number 1. First ball in the air, out for Miller. As Jeremy Vasquez heads up in the number 8 hole. Scoreless here, top of the third. Redding's had 1 hit. That's the only base runner of the game so far. Miller's needed just 17 pitches through 2. Griffin needed 30. Ground ball up the middle. It's slow rolling. Castillo on the run. What a play! The third baseman fields it in front of second. I think it was the right call to charge it there. Guzman was playing back a little bit further as he cut across. Ali has made 4 impressive plays at the hot corner today. As there's 2 outs quickly in the top of the third, here is Zach Ashford from the left side. Miller comes home for the first pitch strike. Got a lot of first pitch strikes. As a lefty kicks and fires in the dirt this time. So Miller has had 9 appearances this season, 5 of them starts, 4 of them in relief. His last appearance was in relief, and it wasn't as solid as his starts. He says he feels more comfortable coming out of the gate, as this is flied down the third base line in foul territory. Ali Castillo with another play, and Eric Miller has faced 9 batters and sent them all down. So he's gone through the lineup once through 3 innings and just 21 pitches. On to the bottom half we go. Reading's going to give him some run support here. I can feel it.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klingers on Causonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients.
Reading's got to get some run support here for Eric Miller, as Miller has sat down every batter he's faced. We're on to the bottom of the third. Scoreless, David Griffin will see Fraylin Mignetti, Jonathan Guzman, and Mickey Moniak back to the top of the order as Jack Perkins starts to warm up in the bullpen for Reading. Miller's never gone past 3 innings so far this season, whether it be start or relief, even though he's only had 21 pitches. Mignetti pops one foul, and the count moves to 1-2. Crowd getting excited, would certainly like some run support. They've had one hit. Ali Castillo. Mignetti sends this up the middle, right where Quinn Brody is standing, though, and he makes the catch for out number 1. That's been the only hit of the game on either side, as Jonathan Guzman steps up here on the right side, Reading's number 9 batter, before they go back to the top of the order. Beautiful day here in Baseball Town for a game, as Guzman fouls it back. There's strike 1. Griffin's showcasing some real action here. He came into the game with a 10 ERA in 3 games in Double-A. He did start the season off in High A, where he only he pitched 3 games. 2 of them were in relief, so really more of a reliever. Now he's transitioned to a starter here in AA Binghamton. As Guzman takes the ball, 1-2 the count. And he pops this up sky high, but it's going to come into the stands. So interesting to see that. We've seen it with Eric Miller, too. Both teams kind of and Ethan Lindau came to us, only relief appearance, and got the start yesterday and pitched very well through 5 innings. So interesting how it works. Here's the 1-2 to Guzman. Hard hit deep in the hole at short. Young, a perfect bullet over to first. And there is out number 2. Here's Mickey Moniak as we go back to the top of the order. Moniak here on rehab. Played in yesterday's game, had 2 hits. He'll come up for the second time today after popping out to the second baseman. Moniak comes up with 2 outs. He takes the first pitch ball outside. The lefty takes another one inside. Got the chance to talk to him after yesterday's game. He says, he only needs really 10 to 15 at-bats to feel good about his swing and get in his rhythm, and he's finding that right now as he takes a called strike outside. Of course, he's kind of on what the Phillies' plan for him is. I don't know if he's supposed to be here through Thursday. You never know what's going to happen, if they'll send him to Lehigh, if he'll join the Phillies wherever they are in New York, or wait a little bit longer. Honestly, have no idea really what the plan is. And he says, I'm not the one that makes the decisions. I'm just going to go out there and play and try to make it as easy as possible. As he fouls this one back, it'll hit the roof, and the count is now full here to Mickey Moniak. Crowd making some noise here, would love to give the pitching staff some run support. No score here in the bottom of the third. Reading just has 1 hit. Binghamton 0 as Moniak rips this one foul into the dugout suite area, and he keeps his full count. Griffin, the payoff pitch in the dirt, and Reading has a base runner. Mickey Moniak works a walk, and the Fightin' Phils get a runner on with 2 outs here for Ollie Castillo. Now Castillo's had the only hit of the game for Reading so far today. And he'll come up here with a runner on and 2 outs. Guy, the vendor in front of me, is selling soft pretzels, and I'm going to see if I can get his attention, because I would love one right now. As Ollie Castillo takes the first pitch ball. Obviously, action on the field comes first. Don't worry. I won't forget about that. Shuffling off the bag is Mickey Moniak. I'm not sure if we'll see him try to take a bag. Castillo punches this down the right field line, chasing after it, and diving is Ashford right in front of Reading's bullpen, but he can't make the play, and so Castillo will have another opportunity here with a ball and a strike count. So Moniak's right hand was broken. That's what he's rehabbing for. I'm not sure if he's going to attempt to steal here and dive into second, trying to come back from a broken right hand. But if he's going to play at the major league level, he's going to have to be kind of fearless. As Castillo pokes it in the hole on the right side. Moniak's hustling. He's coming to third. No throw. And Reading gets runners on the corners here with 2 outs as Ollie Castillo goes 2 for 2 today. Joss put it right where nobody was standing, and all the way to third goes Moniak. Here is Aldrum Corridor. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Corridor flew out to center field his first time up. He's got a lot of power. We haven't seen it in a little bit. He's hit 3 home runs since he's been here with us. As he steps into the left side, I know it's going to come together for him. Runners on the corners. Reading threatening first here. 2 outs on the board. As Corridor holds off the ball and a strike. Moniak takes his lead, so does Ali. Corridor grounds this one sharply near the Fightin's dugout, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Scoreless here, bottom, 3rd inning, Castillo going. And he gets in safely, no throw down by Sanger. Kind of defensive indifference, especially since Castillo got a good jump. That's his 2nd stolen base of the season. And he puts 2 in scoring position here as Corridor took a ball. So the count 2-2. Leaning over, getting the sign from Griffin. Sanger back behind the plate. Here's the 2-2 Corridor. Pokes it on the opposite way. Moniak stores. Here's the play at the plate. Sliding in is Castillo, and he's safe. Reading puts 2 runs on the board here off the bat of Aldrum Corridor, and they take a 2-0 lead. What a big hit by Corridor to get it in on the left side. And Reading takes a lead here with Logan O'Hoppe up. There's still 2 outs, and there's a runner on first now. And all more important, that stolen base from Castillo. If he was on first, no shot he's getting home. But he's on second. He gets home, and now Reading has an insurance run here. As Logan O'Hoppe comes up with Aldrum Corridor on. And O'Hoppe pokes this down the left field line. It drops in for a base hit. Reading has now had 3 consecutive hits. As Corridor shifts to second, there's 2 on and 2 out for Josh Akami. And now they're going to see a visit from the pitching coach, Jerome Williams. So we might as well take this opportunity to talk about Binghamton's coaching staff. They're all pretty much former Phillies or related in some way. Jerome Williams was one, their pitching coach. Tommy Joseph, the hitting coach, of course, a favorite of the Phillies. Mariano Duncan, the bench coach, he's been coaching down at first. And their manager, Reed Brignac, also did spend time in the organization, very short time, but isn't it very interesting? It was like a reunion down on the field for BP. Tommy Joseph, a fan favorite, has been really nice to meet. So the meeting at the mound breaks up here. Reading has 2 runners on. That's Corridor at second, O'Hoppe at first, and Josh Akami up at the plate as he grounds one foul. Reading leads 2-0 here. The inning started off with Mignetti flyouts. Moniak is where it changed. He walked. Castillo had a hit, and he stole a base to get both of them in scoring position. Aldrum Corridor brought in 2 runs, and O'Hoppe continued the inning. The ball gets past Sanger, but not far enough that Reading is able to advance. But they've kept the line moving here, which is big. And now Binghamton will have somebody warming in their bullpen as David Griffin up to 60 pitches here. Griffin out of the stretch comes high to Akami. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs on the board here, but Reading's done all this damage with 2 outs as they lead 2-0. They've still got 2 runners on. To second as the pitcher Griffin steps off, his first step off of the at-bat. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch in the dirt, and Akami has been patiently waiting here. He's second in the league in walks. Already adding 3 more on. They'll have a big chance here to do some damage. 2 on, 2 out. The 3-1 is high and away. Ball 4. And as Josh Akami walks down to first, Ohapi shifts to second and Corridor to third, which means the bases are loaded here for the Fightin' Phils. And now I do believe we are going to see a pitching change as the manager, Reed Brignac, comes in. He'll take the ball away from his starter, and we'll take a quick break as Binghamton turns to the bullpen early on here. Reading leads 2-0, and we're stuck in the bottom of the third.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Reading's been in the bottom of the third here for quite a while. They have already put 2 runs on the board, so they lead Binghamton 2-0, and they knock out the starter David Griffin here with 2 outs, and the base is loaded in the bottom of the third. Nate Fisher will come in here to face Vito Fresia with Aldrum Corridor on third, Logan Ohapi on second, and Josh Akami walked down to first to load the bases. So Griffin's line not close. He's responsible for all of those players. As Vito Fresia heads up, he bats .222 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities with that in line, and he has not been able to drive in a run with the bases loaded yet, but this is a perfect time to change that. Let's rewrite some of that stats reporting as he comes up with an opportunity to put Reading in a really good spot here in the bottom of the third. They've already plated 2 runs off the bat of Aldrum Corridor, but they have the bases loaded as Fresia takes a first pitch ball. Now, Vito had the day off yesterday. He's batted once so far in today's game as he flied out to center field. But he has a good opportunity now. Really big shift as Ritter, who's the second baseman, is pretty much playing directly behind the bag at second. Ohapi's taking a pretty good lead, but that really leaves the right side of the infield for the first baseman, Vasquez. If Fresia is able to go the opposite way with it.